Hello, welcome back to Life Clue. Hope you're doing alright. Today we are going to be making a very simple recipe called vegetable soup. In my language it is called Efo Riro, and here are the ingredients we need for this soup. Yes, we have our vegetable, which is any vegetable of your type. I'm using the spinach vegetable, which because it's very accessible very here in Georgia, and I'm also using pepper and onion. I don't know what they call that pepper, but that particular pepper is what I use. I don't add tomato to my own vegetable soup. I use pepper and onion, and I'm going to blend it, so you will see later in the video. Then I have my spices. I'm using crayfish, I'm using red pepper, and I'm using ginger, I'm using garlic, I'm using curry, and I'm using Maggi. The Nigerian girl in me is calling it Maggi, but it is called seasoning cube, any seasoning cube of your choice. And please don't forget your salt to taste. And then I have my onions. You can use the red onions or the white onions, dice it already. And I have my orishirishi. I call it orishirishi because it's full of different type of meats. In this I have goat meat, I have cow meat, I have shaki, I have cow skin, which my South African dad called it leather skin, cow leather. Then here I'm showing guys, I blend the pepper in a rough, like not to a smooth state, just rough. It should have that rough texture with it. Then I'm going to put my pot on fire. Of course I'm going to put my pot on fire, adding my groundnut oil, and sometimes you can use palm oil or you can use the mixture of both, but I don't have palm oil, so I'm using vegetable oil. And then I'm going to add onions, my diced onions already, and let it fry for a little bit. And please do this on a low heat, not high heat, because you know we don't want it burning. Then the next thing I'm going to add is my crayfish. I love to add crayfish to it just because of the aroma. You know, it gives that that smell. Yeah, your neighbor will be thinking, why is this girl cooking like this? So it gives that smell. So I'm going to mix everything together, let it fry a bit, and don't forget I'm doing this on a low heat. And I'm also going to add my pepper. As you can see, it is roughly blended, not smooth. You need the rough texture for vegetable soup. So I'm going to cook everything, mix everything together, and I'm going to cover it for, like, let's say 6 to 8 minutes for it to cook. 6 to 8 minutes just for it to dry up the water, and then that's it. Then while doing this, I'm going to I'm going to cut up my vegetable. I'm using the spinach vegetable, and I like to cut my vegetable into small size depending on the size you want. And other vegetable you can use ugu leaf, you can use kale leaf, any kind of vegetable of your choice. It depends on you. I'm using spinach because it's very accessible here and very cheap here, so that's why I'm using spinach. And I like spinach, I don't mind spinach also. So the next thing after this is going to be that I'm going to open my pot. As you can see, the water is dry, and that took like 6 to 8 minutes depending on the amount of pepper you're actually using though, but it took mine 6 to 8 minutes. So the water is dried off, and then we're going to add the rest of our spice, which is pepper, garlic, ginger, any spice of your choice. I use all the spices in my cupboard, so depending on whatever you have in hand, even just seasoning cube is enough, and salt is enough. Just use whatever you have. And please, while putting all your spices, keep in mind your stock, remembering that your stock already has all the spices in it, so you don't want to overdo it, especially the salt and the seasoning cube. Your stock already have all these things in it, so please keep in mind while pouring all your spices into this dry mixture. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our stock. See that pomo? Oh Lord, yes, we're going to add our stock. We're going to mix everything together, and then we're going to add a little bit of water. For mine is going to be very little because I'm using spinach, and we know that spinach produces water already, so I'm going to just add a little bit of water to mine. Then the next thing is I'm going to cover it to let it cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. Seeing that the oil is already on top of it, the oil is floating on the pepper, then I will add my vegetable. I'm adding spinach here. As you can see, I'm just going to add spinach here. The trick is to make sure that your oil is floating on, like you will see the oil on top. it will be on top. Compare, if you go back, compare it to the previous clip, you see that the oil is mixed with the mixture already. Then you mix everything together. Then the next thing is you cover it and let it simmer or cook for 3 to 4 minutes. Just 2 to 3 minutes is even enough. Then you are going to serve with any side dish of your choice. As you can see here, I'm serving mine with rice. You can use semo, amala, that is jump. See how I'm digging that thing into the pomo or shaki, whichever one it is, and you can serve with any food of your choice. So yes, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you love it. Please make sure you like, share and subscribe. I love you guys. Bye.